Travis here. I am excited to come to you today with a video log on building what I call positive pressure. And I'm in here, I'm in my home gym. As you can see, I've got some things scattered about. This is where I love to be. I work out here every single day. And I want to talk about positive pressure in terms of fitness and getting your workout in for the day, and also eating really healthy for the day, because those are the two key components. And of course, behind all that is mindset, which is what brings them all together. So, I've got this 30-day makeover coming up called the New Year, New You program. And in that, I'm going to be telling everybody, how to build positive pressure, because I want them to succeed in their 30-day nutritional cleanse that we've got going on. So what do I mean by this positive pressure? So with regard to fitness and working out, what I do, and so I've really kind of traced back, I've been working out literally for 31 years, since I was 9 years old. My mom was the one that told me to work out with her, and she, had me go on these races, and we started running. I remember my first time I ran my first mile, and I was so excited that I was able to do that. And she'd tell me, eat your broccoli and cauliflower because it's good for you. And I was the kid that did that. And so I've been doing this for a really long time, and I've watched people in my gym struggle in and out with, starting a workout plan and then they stop, or starting a nutrition plan and they stop. And I've always been like, what can I do to build consistency in people so they never stop? And a couple things. So there's the feeling aspect of it, and then there's this mental aspect. The mental aspect is how you think during the day and what you think about. To build positive pressure, what I've done, what I realized what I do for myself, is I set expectations in my mind constantly for that day ahead. So the night before, let's say last night, I've already been thinking about what I'm going to do for today's workout. And I start to visualize in my mind what that workout is going to be. Of course, I have a plan. I've got a very basic, simple workout. It is nothing extravagant. You guys, if you saw what I did, you'd be amazed because of how easy. And what I've said before is that I'm somebody who's very consistent with what I do, but and not necessarily, as far as consistency goes, I really try and make that a priority. So I set in my mind what is going to happen for the next day, what the workout's going to be, and I visualize it. And then during the day, I have sometimes some stressful moments during the day, and I like to rehearse and revisit that workout plan in my mind so that I, actually do it. And because there's this thing in us, I feel like, with people, that there's a incongruity that happens when we say we're going to do one thing and then we end up doing another. So we want to be true to ourselves and really make that happen. That's why I think that's important, is to build this pressure up. The other way you can do that, there's a couple other ways. One, you can tell friends and family what you're going to do. You can put it on your calendar or your planner, what you're going to do. As much as you talk about and verbalize, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is how I'm going to do it, and then go do it, you start to build that pressure. It's positive pressure to yourself to make sure it actually happens. And pretty soon it becomes who you are. And I don't really need to do it that often. Building this idea of positive pressure happens very quickly now. So that's kind of like the workout part of it. As far as nutrition goes, that happens because of a proper planning. You went out to the store and you bought the things that you need for the week, and so you want to use those. You don't want to waste money. It's a little bit of a positive pressure right there, a little bit of a positive reinforcement. On Sunday, you've planned for the week. Typically the night before, you want to plan for how you're going to eat that day, what the meals are going to be, and you start to build that up in your mind. And we spend so much time worrying about things that don't really matter at all, or people that really aren't, serving us, what they're thinking about us, what they're, our work situations. And we spend so little time on ourselves and being, doing those things that are going to make a positive impact. So spend a little time building positive pressure, again, around the nutrition part and around the fitness part. And ultimately, there's one other thing, I guess, that I would say is the most important, and that's to pay attention to how you feel after you work out and after you eat. Those are the 2 points in time that are very important. How you feel, paying attention to that, builds positive pressure, because you want to feel like that again, or you don't want to feel like that again. But if you don't take notice of how you feel, you never have the opportunity to choose one thing or the other. So that's why I feel like it's really important to just sit with yourself after a meal. Notice your stomach. Does it feel bloated? Does it feel distended? Does it feel crampy? Does it feel Or does it feel light and fresh and clean and like it's being able to digest food really easily? That's going to be a positive pressure for you as opposed to a negative pressure. After you work out, do you feel like you've hurt yourself? Do you feel like you're so exhausted you can't move? Sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes not. I mean, your workout should make you feel happy, should make you feel like you've done a great thing, and you should feel good inside your body after you've worked out. So that will make you, be much more likely to have a great workout going forward. So paying attention to how you feel. Okay, guys, that is my quick tip for you. Remember, pay attention to building positive pressure both in fitness and your workouts, and also both in nutrition and then also making sure that how you pay attention to how you feel, so that you set the expectation of what you're going to be doing in the future for your next meal or your next workout. Been at this for a really long time myself. I'm trying to reverse engineer why I go work out in the cold, why I work out in the dark, why I do certain things and don't have certain circumstances that other people find themselves in. And this is one of the key things. And I don't hear it talked about a lot, but I feel like it is one of the most important things that you can do, is to build that up in yourself. You don't want to let yourself down, right? You want to have this vision for who you want to be. You want to go for it, and you want to reach inside, and you want to go dig deep into it. Yeah? You don't want to live a life that is just, nonchalant, like, do this nonchalant, do this thing over here, and not really have a clear purpose for what you're doing. So this is going to help you be true to you, and that is all that you can do. And I wish you the best of luck, everybody. Mwah!